My name is Captain Akkad Abarayam of the Israel School ISUPK. I just wanted to know, in your experience, I know you're a detective now, but in your experience as a patrolman and, supervising other police officers, seeing the obvious racial inequalities amongst black and brown individuals, has that ever affected you either being more effective in your position or in a positive way for the community, or is it more effective for, like, New York City, for example, like seeing the racial inequalities, the conditions that we live in here, and seeing when things like crime does happen, does it help you or hinder you from being effective to be more positive in the community, or is it more negative?
Well, I think just me going out there and being who I am and doing my job, that I'm taking control of how I want my community to be. I want everyone to live well. I don't want people to not have a unsafe neighborhood walking home at night. That's why I became a cop. I wanted to change a lot of the stuff that I thought happened in the department. But again, from my experience, as I was growing up, I'll just go back. There was a cop in my neighborhood. Her name was Officer Halsey. I still remember her. She was tall black woman, right? And she came to our PAL. Always, I was wondering why she always came there, right? And what it was is she had an investment in the neighborhood. Her son lived there. She didn't live there because a little background. So her son lived there with her mother. So her son, I was like, why is she always here? Because she had an investment. She had her son there. She wanted to make sure that her son was always safe, and she wanted to make sure that all the kids around her knew that she was approachable. So that always stuck to me back in my head. I when I go to these neighborhoods and to the community centers in the neighborhood, I always try to make myself approachable. If anybody has a question, it doesn't matter. I answer any questions that pretty much these kids have. And it's always the same question: how much money you make? Have you ever killed somebody? You ever arrested anybody from your family? You know what I mean? And these are questions that a lot of, they have and they're interested in. You know what I mean? And for me, to not answer questions like that will make me not approachable, will make me, I don't know. It's just to answer your question, I'm trying to make the change from the inside doing what I do. That's all I can do. I can't control other cops. I can't really, see their point of view, how they want to do this job. I can only speak by myself. And how I come to work every day is just try to make a little difference each day. And again, it comes with the bad and it comes with the good. But, I just want to leave here letting you guys know we're human beings too. I have problems. I got problems at home, man. I got problems here, there, everywhere. But you got to come to work and have a little bit of separation. You can't, that professionalism, can't bring what is that saying? You can't bring bad to your job or something like that. I don't know. But I definitely try to separate myself, from my personal to my work. Because I think that's the only way you could do it. And you can do your job effectively.
Right. Have you ever said to yourself, going out there and, trying to make it better, just going out there every day trying to make it better, and once again just seeing that, a lot of things that go on here, when you have to make these arrests and your other officers have to make these arrests, has it ever appeared maybe you thought to yourself that this is strange, this doesn't happen in other parts of New York where there's not this oppression, where there's not this inequality, where you said to yourself that this happens here, but it doesn't happen in Manhattan? Have you ever asked yourself, why is that? Again, working here and only here,
I can only answer. I don't know the difference. What the quality of arrests are in Lower Manhattan. I know here. It's. I mean, from I could let you know from the 18 years I've been here, our arrests have been up and down. Since a lot of the changes have been made between the law and how we started policing, it's definitely, I see the change of our arrest value. So I honestly can't speak about arrests that are happening downtown because I'm not there. I don't work there. I can't answer that. So yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe if you come to our meetings, and that's a great question for a captain to answer because she's been around, and she probably could tell she's worked in the Bronx, Manhattan. So that's great questions for our captain or any other supervisors that have worked everywhere else. So that again, that's something that's a great question, and I invite you to our meeting, which is next September. It's every fourth Tuesday, September.
Every fourth.
Yeah, I mean.